Well, good morning everybody. This is Dave with Nomadic e-biking adventures. And today is Monday the 15th of September 2025. And we're on the Withlacoochee Trail, and we're starting out at the Anderson family trailhead, which is in Hernando. And the reason I'm in there is got lots of shade. And this trail here, this where this car is, this is the actual Hernando trailhead. But there's no shade there, so why park there when a block away you can go over and park in a nice shady lot. This is a very sketchy, and there it is, Withlacoochee Trail. We were just on the county trail yesterday, so we're going to be taking this southbound all the way to the Lake Townsend trailhead, which is just about 20 miles, give or take. And I think what I'm going to do with this ride is do a ride. Let me see what's going on here. We got another person coming. Very slow. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. We're gonna split this ride up into two, one heading down and one return trip. And I don't think we're gonna get too many helixes or boomerang shots in here because of all the thick cover canopy. But we'll keep an eye out on it, see if we can get one of those shots lined up without losing the drone. Morning. And I've noticed a lot of people out today. It's only like 72, I think I saw. 72 at 9:16 in the morning. So all in all, this is going to be a 40-mile round trip. $20 miles, give or take, one way. And that's probably going to be about a 4-hour ride. But I noticed a lot of people out this morning. Either it's because of the time of day or what. And what do we have? 3, We had 3 vehicles in the parking lot, and one guy just took off when I was pulling in. So I got 3 batteries with me. I got all 3 of my batteries with me today. I've got my lowest performing battery in first. It gets me about 15 miles. So we'll be changing out that battery before we reach the Lake Townsend. And of course our route is going to take us to Inverness. And then Floral City, and then Lake Townsend. Morning. And this is our last ride in the Hernando area. We're leaving tomorrow to head to our next house sit down in Port Charlotte. Port Charlotte being on the far southwest side of the state, about a 3.5 hour ride. But I think on the way there, we're going to stop at our trail camera that we set out a few weeks ago at the Van Fleet trailhead. Been shooting a lot of nice pictures, deer, porcupines, raccoons, squirrels, but something, I don't know if it was something sitting on top of the camera, but its aim is down towards the ground. And amazingly, we're still getting shots off of it. So we're going to be stopping there. And then we're heading over to the Withlacoochee Reserve off of Highway 27. I've got a trail camera in there that has stopped reporting. So we need to investigate that and see what happened. That particular camera, we're going to get on the e-bike, and it's about 3.5-4 miles in deep into the reserve, and could be a loose connection, loose battery connection, a dead battery. The last time I visited it was back in May. But I had it turned off most of the time, so it wasn't consuming. I mean, there's not much really action during the summertime. Now coming up, we're in middle of September, things will start picking up as far as action. That's my goal for tomorrow, is to hit those 2 and then head down to Port Charlotte. But oh, this is just a beautiful day. 70s. We've got sunny skies, but we got a nice tree canopy over most of this trail. This is this boating place over here. They got a great white shark hanging in the tree. So like I say, this should be a real nice trail to navigate. I think later on in the month we'll be doing the southern half. But for now we're going to do the northern half here. Like I say, this Withlacoochee Trail from start to end is about 46 miles, I believe. And then on the far north end, you can add another 5 miles going on the Denellen Trail. And we just did that, at the beginning of this house. So a couple weeks ago, we were on that trail on the north. So now we're on the south, heading on, I guess you could call this the middle section. Morning. I was going to go on this one on a Sunday, but I figure with the weekend it's probably going to be pretty crowded. But it's pretty crowded today. Most of the people I'm seeing look like they're retired. Yeah, I won't be able to do any zoomies or anything on. I mean, it'd be really, really tough. You see a lot of transients on this trail. Morning. The guy we just passed up in the looked like he was a transient, so some of those people, they just find a spot to camp out for the night and they wander through. Look at this guy. Oh, I saw this guy on Clinton's video. Look like a soapbox derby. Well, we'll see if we run into Clinton today. He's the king of Inverness. He knows that area. He could be probably right in his sleep. He's been on that trail so many times. I wonder if that soapbox is electric or manual. And I wanted to get an early start today because when we get back to the house I need to kind of clean up a little bit because we'll be leaving about this time tomorrow, 9 o'clock, to do our stops. Morning. So we're going to do one for sure drone shot at the Red Caboose in Inverness. My plan, since I just have 2 batteries, I want to use the first battery on the way down there. Morning. And then 1 battery on the way back. And we're going underneath Highway 41. If you're familiar with this area. I don't know how many times I've been on this trail. Maybe looking at my map, I see about 4 different route patterns that are on my map. Like I say, I'm expecting this to be about a 2-hour ride to get down to Lake. Good morning, Lake Townsend. Got 2 bottles of ice water with me today. And we're just on the northern fringes of Inverness. Here's the bridge, and I want to take a nice circle. And we'll let these, let me see if I can do it. I think I got it. Yeah, there's, I think, too many people coming. Should be coming up to the caboose here pretty soon. Morning. And we'll take a nice drone-y shot. We are Inverness trailhead. Morning. This should be a pretty good one for...
Circle, rock, boomerang, follow.
No, follow.
Droney. 10 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
that. I need to tie this off just so it doesn't pop off all the time. It's my USB port. Let's do another one. This one's a pretty neat sign. Nobody here.
10 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. There's not too many people around the park here. We might be able to do a drone shot here. Let's. Some trees here. Let's try it this way once. I think we should be pretty good here. Let's try boomerang.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I might be
Landing.
I know I was going a little bit too close on that one. Morning. I was kind of a little bit too much on that one. Let's go out in the open field there. Got that really cranked out. This should be good here. Nothing around.
Three, two, one.
This will be a lot better. A boomerang will be a 360 picture, and it's just like a boomerang. It starts out low, goes up high. Oh, that's perfect. And then it goes back down to its original point, and then it'll return to me. Alright, well that's cool. Let's get back on the trail. And this, of course, is Liberty Park. And we're going to jump back on the trail and keep on heading south. Morning. Morning. A lot of Spanish moss in here. Six miles, 24 minutes on the seat. Morning. Boy, this is just a comfortable day to be out. Morning. Now that boomerang, I've got that all the way out at 20 meters. I can back that down and I probably should. I thought for sure I was going to be enough, but it almost got through that tree. Almost. We're not playing horseshoes though. Morning. Morning. As we go a little bit further south, it's going to get less and less. Morning. Less and less crowded. Well, I've seen gas prices all over the place. That one's $3.29, and one station yesterday was $2.84. So, damn, you got to be shopping around for the best price. Yes, and of course you got your spandex boys out. Morning. 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 Well, that battery I told you about that was on the marketplace in Orlando, He just dropped his price online to $150.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully it's still going to be available. He offered to sell it to me for $100, and I'll be in the Orlando area next week. So it'd be nice to pick up that battery for $100 versus what would I see, a 260 for a 10 amp hour battery for this bike. He says it was barely used. All right, here we go. I've got all my GoPro batteries with me today. Morning. I'm gonna stop and do a quick droney here.
10 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
All right, we've got 2 bars left on the drone. Next little town coming up will be Floral City. Now I'd like to do a follow me crossing the little town road there in downtown Floral City. Morning. This is the entrance to a let's see if I can get a quick drone shot here.
10 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
So this is Floral City, 4 miles, Ridge Manor, 22, Trilby, and the end of the trail is 27 miles from here. That didn't take too much. Well, one thing good about this weather is my screen is nice and bright. I don't think we're going to have a problem with the screen going dark. It's just when you get into full sunlight all the time and temperatures in the upper 80s and above, the screen kind of gets dull, dim and dull. Well, I got 2 bars left on the drone, 2 bars left on the battery. The battery should give me another 10 miles. It'll put us anywhere from 15 to 17 miles. And this little trailhead, we spent about an hour during a rainstorm. Morning. Morning. There's a railroad marker, 798. I forgot what town it was. I think it's in North Carolina. Richmond? No. That's in Virginia. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Coming up on 10 a.m. Yeah, that trail camera that I got to fix tomorrow morning on the Van Fleet, it's already maxed out its free plan of 100 pictures or videos. No, it's pictures on that one. And I got 16 more days before it resets. Or I can pay $5. I know it's working, because it's still taking pictures of anything that crawls as it's pointing to the ground. So I'm just gonna need take some parachute cord and strap it around. Morning. Strap it around the camera so it doesn't tilt down. I have to tighten up the wing nuts. You know, I think I put a piece of twig behind that to push it up. I wonder if a squirrel or something sat on that and dropped it out. Anyways, I'm close enough to take a look at it tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm not going to be in that area for a while. The rest of my trail cameras, I've got them turned off. What I usually do is, especially on the Moultrie Edge cameras, is right before the billing cycle, I'll ask to turn them on, and instead of paying the $9.99 a month, it's prorated to whatever it is right before. And I try to do it like a week before, and it's only like a couple bucks. That way I can kind of see. It still takes pictures during the time that it's not transmitting, but when it's ready or paid up, so to speak, it'll transmit all the pictures that it's been taking during that time. So it's kind of a easy way to check everything out, make sure everything is going the way it's supposed to be going. So the 41 highway is just to the right of us, through the woods there, and that pretty much follows this Withlacoochee Trail from each direction. So I see the guy's got a nice little window there for bikers to order right from the back window. I've never stopped at any restaurant or any coffee shop while I'm on the trail. I'm usually in a time crunch to get from point A to point B. Unless I had a very long time to be on the trail. And I could, but I was always thinking, if you stop for a hamburger or something like that and then you get back on the trail, see, this one said advertises cold drinks and snacks. Well, this GPS is following the trail right on the nose. The past few times I've been on here, it's been off. Nice little lake over there. Morning. Morning. Alright, we're coming up to Floral City, heading over East Orange Avenue, it looks like. And I'm going to stop up ahead and fire up my follow me. I think we might have just enough juice to get this going.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Yeah, down to 1 bar. be about 7 more miles to get to the Lake Townsend trailhead. It's a nice open area here. This would be a good for morning. Be a good shot on the way back, if I remember. The temperature is supposed to be in the mid 80s today. I think 85 or 86. But the thing that makes it so enjoyable is the humidity is quite low for Florida standards. Morning. Well, we're coming up on 15 miles, so the battery's gonna perform pretty good today. Morning. And these little white bird houses are their bluebird nesting program all along here. They've got them. I had 154. That's probably the 154th bird box. Oh, and the battery just went out. Let's see if we can make it up to the park bench up here. Morning. Oh, can we make it to the park bench? Why am I still hitting the throttle? .5 miles. But it is a lot harder pedaling. right. 15.5 miles on that number 2 battery, 10 amp hour. Doing a little bit better. I think last time was 15 even. So we should be about 5 miles from the Lake Townsend trailhead. And you saw that the drone lost its power and landed, which is fine. I'm happy with the amount of videos and flights that I'm getting out of this. Like I say, I got a possibility of doing a charge while I'm riding the bike. The thing is, I don't know how long it would take to charge up using the bike battery. It's not like it's charged into a 110 outlet. It'll probably do it, but it would take it a little longer than probably having a third battery would be. I'm still keeping my eye out in Marketplace for just batteries for the Neo. Well, this GPS is spot on the trail. The other times I've been along here, it's been deflected off to the main road. .19 mile marker all the way to the end. .10:30 a.m. Just over an hour on the seat. 16.8 miles. I was watching a YouTube video of a drone club, and one guy got his drone stuck up on a metal structure, kind of like a lamppost with the sides missing. He flew in there and it landed, got stuck in there upside down, and they were having all these other drone operators, some kind of drone meetup anyway, but he was having all these other ones try different gadgets with their drones, trying to snatch it and rescue it. And they had people flying FPVs, and they couldn't get it. And one guy crashed his drone while he was trying to rescue it. Didn't hurt it at all, I don't think. But they finally got it. I should hire one of those people to go to where my drone is lost. Pinola. The little town of Pinola. No population. Unincorporated, probably. Couple low riders coming up the road here. And some spandex boys. Like mom and her babies, and she's rollerblading. Hi there. Kids are waving. iPhone screen is nice and bright yet. The odometer reading is sitting at 86.45. 86.45. Getting closer to 9,000. Unicycle. People walking around. able to go out of here. Alright, let's change our GoPros right away. Alright, let's continue down to the boat ramp and see what we got going on here. I saw one guy down here on a bike. And there's one pickup down here, so it's like somebody might be out on the pier here. This is the Withlacoochee River. We drive up there maybe a little later. And a lot of nice little picnic benches along here. Picnic tables. So we ended up parking here one time and taking off from here. I think we ended up going to Inverness that day. It's a nice little park. A lot of people don't know about this trailhead. Alright, I think we're going to cut this video off here. And we're going to do the return trip on the next video. Appreciate you coming along for the ride today, and until next time, adios.
Want to travel the country without paying for hotels or rent? House sitting lets you stay in beautiful homes for free while caring for pets. I'm currently staying in a high-rise condo in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida for free, and I'll show you exactly how to get started. My free house sitting starter guide walks you through setting up your profile, landing your first house sit, and unlocking a life of travel on a budget. Link is in the description or scan the QR code now. Grab your free copy now and start house sitting today.